Hello lovelies and welcome to this week's challenge. Now, I did realise just a few days ago how badly the week had gotten away from me. I don't think I've put any videos up this week. It's just been one of those weeks. You ever just have one of those weeks where you completely lose track of time and before you know it, you've done absolutely nothing? Well, anyway, that was one of those weeks for me. So I thought we'd kick off the week with a challenge video. Now, I've just realised that I forgot to include the video of hubby drawing the challenge out, but it's alright, I'll make sure to include that next time. So this week's challenge is to do a scrapbook page with an art journal challenge prompt. So basically what I did is I went online and I literally typed in art journal challenge, and the first thing that popped up was the Take 5 challenge. Now, I actually really enjoy watching this challenge on YouTube. I'll make sure to link in the description below, I'll link to that challenge. So to make it nice and simple, literally I googled art journal challenge and used the first one that come up. And the first challenge was the Take 5 challenge for April 2018. So basically a group of lovely ladies on YouTube, between them, one of them picks 5 prompts or 5 things to use, and everyone does the challenge based on that. So they have a group of ladies and they all do the challenge, but then they also post their videos on YouTube with the prompts so you can follow along. And this is the April 2018 one, and it was shades of blue and green, ink, white pen, something recycled, and layers. So being it was the first one that popped up, I thought I'd give it a go. So I grabbed out some ink in shades of blue and green, and then I've just sprayed them on my background, just spritzed them all around. I wasn't sure how this was going to work, but I figured, if I didn't like it, I'd use it on a gel pen or something. But I didn't mind how it turned out. And then I've decided my something recycled is going to be some book paper that I've cut out of a journal when I've gone to make a junk journal. Oh my goodness, when I rip paper, it turns out so bad. I really struggle to make a nice rip, if that makes sense. It always looks really yuck. But anyway, and note to self, tape doesn't work on old, tape gun doesn't work on old paper. So yeah, had to use some good old double-sided tape. So these are 2 pictures of my boy, my oldest, Cooper, on his first day of school this year. Cooper is in year 6, which makes him a senior this year, and this is when they get a really cool senior shirt, and he was so proud to wear this shirt, and these are the photos we took before school started this year. So very exciting, and I really wanted to use both. So this is a picture of him, regular first day back at school photo, but then the next photo is him pointing to the word senior on the back of his shirt. He went to school and every person he come across, he was like, I'm a senior now, see my shirt? It was really cute. So that's why I wanted to use both of these. These photos are both very important to me. So while I'm just adhering down my photos, I'll explain about the challenge, just in case if you're new to the channel or aren't quite sure how this works. Every week, or once a week, I post a challenge video, and you'll see the title, it'll say Challenge Yourself Series. And basically what this is I have a little jar full of random challenges, all sorts of arty, mixed media, scrapbooky challenges. And I do encourage you guys to add challenges to the jar as well. So in the comments below, if you think of a challenge, pop it in the comments and I'll print it up and throw it in the jar as well. So basically, hubby picks a challenge out of the jar, I do the challenge, show you, and then I challenge you guys to follow the same prompt and join in. We do have a hashtag on Instagram, and I will link that in the comments, in the description below. And basically, if you join in the challenge, we would love to see. Tag us on Facebook or on Instagram using the hashtag, and that way everyone else can see as well. Now, there are all sorts of challenges. I think this is our 6th video, and it's challenges like using a certain product or following a sketch or a recipe, in this case an art journal challenge, all sorts of different things. So by all means, if you have any ideas, pop them in the comments below and we'll add them to the jar. But yeah, if you do follow along, please do tag the challenge, use the hashtag, so that we can check out what you do. It's a really great way to be linked to the scrapbook community and see what other people are doing with the same prompt and how different we all create things. So yeah, really, really cool. And I really do love to see what you guys get up to. So now it's time for me to embellish my my layout. And I've recently remembered that I bought some of these school captured moments cards. So these are the Kaiser Craft Project Life cards, and this is a school theme series. So I thought I'd go through and see if there was something I could find to use to embellish. Now the joy of Project Life cards, I find, is because you get so many, you can really cut them up and use them as embellishments. That's what I do a lot of the time, and that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going through, once I tidy up that bomb site I call a desk, I'm going through the cards and I'm looking for elements that I can cut out. And I actually find some really cute ones. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fussy cut out certain parts of these cards and use as embellishments on my layout. So far, let's go through the prompts. I've got the shades of blue and green and the ink. I've got my layers, which I've used the paper in the background and also the photo as well, if you want to get technical. I've layered my photos. I have used also foam adhesive. That took a long time because I don't have tape. I have little squares, so I put little squares all over the back of that photo. And then my something recycled is my book paper. So that's everything bar the white pen, which I'm about to use soon. I struggled with the white pen part of this prompt. If it was an art journal page, wouldn't have a problem. I'd just doodle all over it. But it was interesting, but I think I manage it well. I really like how it turns out in the end. So like I said, this is me fussy cutting some of those embellishments from the cards. As you can see, I've got this proud moment that was in a circle. I just cut the circle out. I was considering using the back to school, but I just couldn't make it work. So in the end, I go with the proud moment, which is so fitting for these photos. And then also that pencil over there that says, I can't even remember what it says, but it's in a nice blue shade and it ends up working really well. So when I adhered these down, because I am using dimension on the layout, I do half and half. So I use some glue and then some adhesive, just so it's all on the same level, if that makes sense. I'm pretty sure you get what I mean. So once I've adhered this down, I'm then going to fussy cut that pencil embellishment out. I think it says love this. And then I'm just going to mount that under the second photo and sort of, yeah, there you go. You can see where I'm mounting it. So again, I'm using a mixture of glue and foam adhesive, so it's on the same level as my three-dimensional photo. So I really do like including dimension on my layouts. As you can see, I've used just plain double-sided adhesive for the first photo, so it's all flat. And then I've bumped up the second photo with some foam adhesive just to give it dimension and so that not everything looks just flat and layered on top of each other. And I really like doing that. It just brings another feel into the layout. So now I'm starting with my first lot of enamel dots. I go enamel dot and bling crazy by the end of this video, but I'm just trying to make some clusters work. I was a little unsure of how I was going with my embellishing, but in the end I really do enjoy how this video turned out. I love this layout, and I think I'm one of those people that wants to save special photos for the perfect layouts and always feel really unsatisfied when I do a layout thinking that it's just not perfect enough for that photo. Does that make sense? I'm a little wacky like that. So the fact that I really like this layout with these photos, I'm pretty happy with. So this is where I bring in that white pen. I don't think I mentioned it, but I used a Dylusions alphabet stencil with some periwinkle blue ink. My London blue is it is empty now, so I had to use a different shade of blue. So at least I'm getting my shades of blue in there. And yeah, I just did a quick spritz just to add something to that background. And I like the whole letters and school. I think it goes really well. And so I'm just using that white pen to outline some of those letters. I wasn't sure how it would work. It was basically I needed to use the pen to meet the prompt. But then as I'm doing it, I really do like how it turned out. So I sort of add a bit more and it adds another layer to the layout. It's, yeah, I really like it. It was a nice little detail to add. So now that I've used my white pen, that is everything for these prompts. So yeah, like I said, it was, I I flipped it around, so I also have another challenge which is the opposite. So this was do a scrapbook page with an art journal prompt, and I also have another challenge in the jar, do an art journal page using a scrapbook challenge. So that'll be interesting when that comes up. But yeah, so I met all the criteria for the Take 5 art journal challenge. So I was really happy with that. And this is actually a really cool challenge in general if you're an art journaler, by the way. I do follow their videos every month. And yeah, so just adding a little doodly border like I do, especially when I have ink that's sort of just flowing off the page, I feel it just helps bring it all in and ground it all. I was contemplating mounting it on some cardstock, but yeah, sometimes I just don't like that look. So a little doodly border, a doodly border is enough to tie that all in, I think. So now I'm going with my title. I wasn't sure what to put, if I was going to put senior or big boy or something. In the end, I went for year 6 because I figured that that works. The whole senior is written on his shirt, and I thought I'd add it into some journaling. Being as indecisive as I am, I could not decide where to put it. In the end, I asked for my husband's help. Here, top or bottom would have been good. It was the numbers underneath, the letters underneath that were throwing me. I didn't want to cover up too much of that and feel like it was all blending in. But in the end, I like where I stick it. These are my favourite alphas, but I've had them so long. They're a chipboard, and I do need to put glue underneath as before I can't just rely on the adhesive that's on them. So I've learnt over time to make sure I glue them down, but I did cut that out so you didn't have to watch me do that. Now this is me adding some more bling. I was just trying to make pretty little clusters, and it didn't feel finished yet. So just adding a few more little bits of pretty here and there. I think this is in a sky blue. I couldn't find any clear ones. It would appear I'm all out of clear, but anyway. And then that's pretty much going to be it for my layout. I'm going to add some journaling off to the left here, just about how happy he was and how proud he was to wear that senior shirt. And then that's it for the layout. So I do hope you have enjoyed today's video, and I do hope you'll enjoy join along with the challenge. Like I said, I will link everything in the description below, and I hope you join in and follow along. I would love to see what you do for this challenge and any of the past challenges as well. Thanks for watching. I'll be back real soon. Bye for now.